Okay, it's me again. Up next.
Get it! Get it, girl! Get it, girl!
I've never been this close to a microphone before, and I just wrote this yesterday. And yeah, I just wrote this like yesterday, and I did practice it, so here we go. This year, just this past Halloween, I was with two of my best friends hanging out and chilling and laughing and eating Swedish fish. And our conversations had started out pretty light about cute boys and tampons, but this one particular conversation disturbed me greatly. My first friend had been basically kidnapped, and then her assaulter beat her horribly and raped her. My second friend was taken advantage of and had been raped by multiple people in one awful night. And then there was me, still at the time struggling to spit out the world that I am also a victim of rape. But to think about this, most girls have common interests in music or where they shop for clothes, and it was unsettling to be in a room where we could all say being raped was something we had in common. 2 years ago, I was 16 when I was first raped. I was wearing a skirt and a bra. My boyfriend at the time had been yelling at me because I had been such a retarded cunt for not answering his texts. He suddenly changed from screaming at me to being completely loving and wanted to show me I shouldn't be afraid of him. But I was, and I did not want him to touch me. I wanted to leave. But when I said no, staying there in my sexy little bra, he said I had no choice. I was already partially naked, and I was his girlfriend, so that must have meant to him that he owned my body too, because he grabbed me by the neck and he raped me. That night, I went home limping. I took a bath and the water was red. If you had looked between my thighs, he had deformed me. I was bleeding everywhere, down my thighs to the carpet, and I had bruises all over my body for weeks. I feared leaving him because of his disgusting behavior and his constant threats to kill me. One day he held a knife to my neck and threatened to cut me open if I tried to get help. He hated that I wouldn't give in and let him show him how loving he could be. He once thought to show me that he loved me, he would kindly prevent me from leaving his house and drag me screaming by my hair in a caring way. Then he smashed my face over and over into his floor as he raped me again with loving passion. I blacked out that time and he dumped my body in a bathtub, so I wouldn't get blood on anything. I woke up naked in the bathtub in a puddle of blood and had bruises on the right side of my face. I don't remember too much of that time because of the pain, but apparently during that rape I had punched him across the face. And guess what? He was so hurt by me doing that to him. I suppose double standards are unfair. I mean, he raped me because of the way I dressed and because I was his property. I mean, it's not my fault I punched him. His actions provoked me. He was asking for it just like how I was asking for him to violate me. He whined about how I could hurt him physically like that, but I know truly he was secretly asking for it to happen, because in his world, no means yes. And I even went to his father and confronted him about his actions, because I wanted to escape from this. His father looked at me, and his words were, "My son has not done a thing to you. Boys will be boys. You're his girlfriend, not some random girl in the street." And that's fucked up. And I punched his son, but being a man gives him the right excuse to do what he wants with his girlfriend. Being someone's girlfriend doesn't mean I come with a sign saying you can fuck around with me whenever the hell you want to. And I think my assaulter and his father are an insult to real men out there. A real man does not violate a woman like that. A real man is intelligent, especially intelligent enough to not rape someone. Okay. A real man is gentle, who does what he can to be caring and protective of the ones he loves. A real man knows how to respect and love a woman, and I don't hate men because they're so cute. And the guy who raped me is nowhere near a true man. He's a monster, probably crying off in a corner somewhere about his insecurities. The rapes went on for a year, and I did not tell a single soul until this summer before this senior year. I told an old friend that I think I was being raped, and it took long, painful months to realize that there was no excuse for my ex to rape me. To try to tell someone gave me the most freedom I had in a while. And that old friend, he was just upset for me, and he just held me. And I was terrified that he would have been disgusted with me. And someone for the first time understood why I was the way for all these years, which is different from who I am now. And I was just fucked up for a while back then. I had PTSD, in which I was having flashbacks, and I just had moments where I cried uncontrollably. And I was in some weird rehab for a month this year, and for that and other various things. And now I have let go of feeling guilty, and I have forgiven myself. Being raped was terrible, but if I let it affect me now, that would mean he would have won. Back in the summer, if I had to talk about my rape, I probably would have had a massive panic attack and projectile vomited all over everyone. But I'm okay now. And I want to do this because the truth is there are countless girls and women like me and my friends out there, and rape goes unreported. I never went to the police about what happened to me, but I feel if there are more people who speak the truth and go against their assaulters, I won't ever have to hear about another group of friends who were able to relate it to each other because they were raped.